Y'all can hear me. Please put your thumbs in the chat. Thumbs up. I'm sorry. Thumbs up. You got thumbs in the chat. Y'all ain't got no thumbs in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me so I can do my chat call. You know, I'll be waiting for y'all. Give me something. All right. Thank you, Miss Didi. Hey, Jana. Hey, I am Queen Newton. Hey, Cool BJ. Karen J. 1/3 of the KKK is in the building. Hey, Chi-Town OG. Hey, Miss Didi. Hey, stilettos for me. All right. Good people, good people. It's a blessing to see you, and it's a blessing to be seen. What's good with it, y'all? What's good with it? What's good with it? You know. I'll be trying to come on here every day and whatever. But when it gets good or whatever, we got to come on because this is just like a goddamn story. A soap opera. I know I went ahead and posted the link and all that stuff or whatever. Please don't hit the link yet. Because I'll let you know when to hit it. I want to make sure I get finished saying what I got to say. So if anybody comes and asks for the link, tell them they can hit it after I get finished what I have to say. Yeah. Hey, Black Girl Beauty. Hey, and everybody else that's looking in the windows. You know, y'all, I just got to know something. What is, and I know what some people's problem is with the letter, but does it constitute all this bullshit? I mean, it's evolving. And we already know who's the number one evolver around here. You know. Listen. What does this say? Listen, honey, listen. So, Choke read the start, I guess the beginning of the letter. I think that's what it was. He started, and that's what I wanted anyway, because I wanted to hear, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure it's going to go in order, right? And it's just a misconception of the letters, what have you. That, you know, he wrote them overnight to give it to Choke. He wrote it just for Choke. You don't know when he started with those letters or what have you. You really don't. But it has gotten crazy. And you should have known it's going to be crazy because around here, I know when I post stuff in that community, on the community board, you know, some of it be some bullshit, but a lot of it be some insight into some shit, right? And these people lack control of their impulses right here. It's making them, and I spoke about it a while ago. I used to tell somebody that that they, you know, you got to have impulse control. I spoke of, you know, impulse control. Lord have mercy. And like right around the time, about a month or so in, to me having a channel. When you don't have control of your impulse and you don't have control of your mind and your desires and shit like that, then that's a strong indication that there is a problem. Okay? You lack control. And when you lack control, that's when you see a whole bunch of shit happen. When people that, if they could control their urges, right? Like their urges for sex. So, you know, you might have people raping. They can control their urges to steal. So you may have kleptomaniacs and shit. All of that. So what's good with it, Mom Life? Love the Angie Whisper. Hey, Kayla, I'm snuck in the building. Yeah. So when you have all those goddamn things going on, you know, this is what you get. A bunch of loose people running around here on these YouTube streets. They're everywhere. They're doing some of every goddamn thing. And it's just too much. But So, when I heard, I didn't get the chance to hear all of it because there's so much shit going on with regards to these damn streets and with regards to each other. It's just crazy, just nuts. We're gonna get into, some of the stuff. So I wasn't minding my business. And I went and I stuck my head in Sylvia's chat. And at that time, she was showing proof where she had sent like, all this money to R. Kelly, right? All this money. Because she had been called a scammer. She showed so many receipts of money she sent to R. Kelly. Now, she didn't have to do this. She shouldn't do it no more. But a lot of times you have to do stuff like this to show them that they're lying, to show them that you got the truth on your side. She could have, she's been holding on to that for the longest time. She could have been dispelled that notion that she, is a scammer and things of that nature. But I'm glad she showed it. She shouldn't have to show it no more. It speaks for itself. Hell, one of the receipts she provided is more than probably 10 or 15 of us combined that have sent anything to goddamn R. Kelly, anybody else. Not saying that we would have or whatever, but I'm just saying if you put 10 of us together right now, I bet you can't come up with $100. Somebody sent to R. Kelly. Like that's just how it is. So she puts up these receipts and things of that nature. But see, you know what? I like to box a motherfucker in. I like to, hey, listen. So, I was looking when she said the money that she paid to the Dollar for the King. Honey, I went to getting these motherfucking, as JoJo call it, this room look like the CNN room with all the computers and monitors and all every goddamn well. I had to get my CNN equipment together because she put that motherfucking phone to that goddamn to that screen. I would politely open YouTube up on my phone, went there and started taking motherfucking screenshots. So shout out to Ty for showing me how to screenshot and screen record on my phone. Hey, when she saw that, when she put that shit up there, honey, you should have saw me. I said, uh-oh. And then and she said the first date, I think she said she gave out, I don't know if she said September 10th of 2019, but she did say September of 2019. The next one was October 19th. What do those dates correlate with? What I told you when Doug got that online portion of that goddamn what the call that shit, the Dollar for the King. Don't play with me. Yes. Came right on up. She said that was her first one that she gave. So September 2019, huh? Listen, over here we dealing with a little something called brains. And and when you investigating or researching or whatever, if you have done it, what have you, you know what you're listening for. When it comes across your goddamn eyes, through your ears and all that bullshit, to capture that shit, or to listen out for it, right? Just like when you see a kid that could be, being kidnapped, you don't know, but something about it just tells you to capture that goddamn tag number. That's what this was. Yeah. So I went to snapping. I went to snapping. So how about that? Explain all that. So then So, but here's the thing, and I told y'all, when you tell people, but not only show people who they fucking with, when you provide them paperwork, degrees, whatever it is you got, and they keep on with the slander, this, that, and the third, you can easily turn that shit into a what? Some kind of case. And attach that goddamn income to it and shit. And get paid, because they can't come back and say you did not know who you was fucking with. They can't go back. See, she done showed that money, all those receipts and shit. Now, if she gets somebody suing for slander or whatever, they can't be in court saying, "Oh, I ain't know. I know." No, she showed it. She showed the receipts. So what the hell? That's just crazy. And I'm not on here defending anybody, whatever. I just like to state what's right. You know what I'm saying? The right thing, right? So she was showing those damn receipts and shit like that. I'm like, 500, 450, this, that, and the third. Like, that don't make no damn sense. So now she's setting up a real good little something. Somebody say that she been stealing money, this, that, and the third. She could run them papers on down to that court. Just start suing a motherfucker right and left around this bitch. Right and left. Don't leave nobody out. Sue them. Take everything that renter center then bring them. Sue them. Sue them. Shit. You already know who you fucking with. Who you slandering. That's how this game goes. So yeah. Then somebody, and this is my opinion. Could it be true? Could be. Is it? I highly let me make sure I say the right thing. I don't believe that it is. I'm not sure this and the third, but I don't believe. One, it's the nature, and it's the whole circumstances, all this bullshit. Now, you see everybody going crazy about the letters. Some people, I think, just attacking Choke or whatever because they feel like they've been here all this time and they shouldn't be trying to, be the face of the movement, move as the leader to the R. Kelly movement and this, that, and the third. So everything he does is being attacked and scrutinized and shit like that, right? So I'm not minding my own business, and I'm watching Dana because I looked at the title. I said, let me see what the hell is going on with this. So I read the title and it says something about some unauthorized letters, this, that, and third, whatever. Well, he goes to start to play rated R, right? Now, I don't know no rated R. I've seen him on Sylvia's panel or whatever. I don't know no rated R. He goes to read some type of communication from R. Kelly's son, Robert Jr. So when he played the video with rated R, whatever, he played it, his actual video. But in the video, we don't see rated R reading off no letter, no email, nothing like that, right? Nothing. That's saying that would make the letter legit or whatever. I'm just saying we don't see it. All we see is this little avatar thing, right? So he's reading in the letters, and in other words, trying to say that R. Kelly Jr., saying that the letter is fake. Here's the thing, right? If I'm not mistaken, we haven't heard nothing from no goddamn R. Kelly Jr., the other daughter, and the other daughter. We ain't heard shit from them goddamn people as of late or what have you. The one that used to speak out the most is the girl that be on Loving Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop. We haven't heard nothing from them. Why would we hear something from them now? And again, why wouldn't someone take it to the lawyers? Now, they could have done that with the other letter or what have you, but because of the nature on how that letter, those letters wound up in chokes, and that was something R. Kelly supposedly, gave them up to him, then that would explain it, right? And again, the lawyers are not going to get involved with all that type of stuff like that, reading those type of letters, because that's not an official statement on the case. They're not going to make one like that normally anyway, because he has open cases. So it's just a bunch of reasons, right? And the the letter or whatever is that was given a rated R by, supposed to be by R. Kelly Jr. Because we already already know who did it. But why we gonna make like we don't know? So the it says something about his father's story or this, that, and the case. I don't know. But it kind of indicates that let me put it like this. And I hate to go back and forth on my thoughts, but let me put it like this. R. Kelly didn't tell a story in trial. He didn't take the stand. So that letter really, unless it generates something that will make him, that would be exculpatory to him. But keep in mind that the attorneys have already, that story right there that he's telling, he's probably already told it to the attorneys, and they have tried to extract any evidence or anything that could be helpful in his case, right? And so we do know that didn't happen. I'm just giving you see, this is what happens when you deal with juvenile motherfucking ass, want to be smart ass criminals. This is what you get. Shit that can be, you can detect their little bullshit in 3 to 5 minutes. Put it together. And tell you, and can sit up here and tell you why this would work and why it didn't work. It's crazy. So then another thing, who the hell gave it to rated R? How did he get it? From what we know, them kids are not associated with nobody but their mama. Like, are you serious? Are you all the way serious? Or just halfway? Let me know so I can change my direction, my approach. Is you all the way serious or are you halfway? Let me the fuck know. Because this is crazy. Then just the words. So all that. So you know what I did. You know what I did. And child. Oh my gosh. Gee, and then I'm sure, I'm telling you what's going to happen. It's going to be some more videos or this, that, and the third. Somebody saying something, whatever. Maybe some community, a whole bunch of shit to try to dispel or to make invalid what I'm telling you now. Okay? You know how this works. But, so I know they're going to say, well, the letter came through Lily and them or whatever. We ain't seen no motherfucking R. Kelly Jr. I ain't mean to say it like that, but we ain't seen no motherfucking Lily and none of that. Those kids seem like they want to be alone. They haven't showed no kind of support for him thus far. Not that I know of. Didn't see anything on social media. Didn't see anything. So magically the letter just pops up. And then it goes to rated R. Now, When Gail came, I'm gonna say the same thing about the choke letter. When Gail came, Oprah, Charlie Rose, any people on 60 Minutes, Channel 12 News that come on your local goddamn TV, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the goddamn Marines, wouldn't they want to hold to a letter from goddamn R. Kelly Jr. too? When they want that BT, if they still open, BNC, when like come on, come all the way on. You know what I'm saying? Don't come halfway, come all the way on. Jesus. It's draining, child. All that bullshit. Just can't, some people just can't help themselves. Just can't help themselves. We use anybody. Now that's low. Anybody. Anybody to be. Like, move on. You know, so this is, you know, a situation where some people got ostracized from the camp, or maybe was told their services were no longer needed. Thank you for your services. But if a motherfucker don't want to be bothered with you, they don't answer your call, all that type of, then you should respect it, because that's what it is. So I don't know. I don't know. This is strange to me. I just don't know. I mean, who else gonna be in it? Who else gonna be, you know, in some little motherfucking stupid ass story or scenario or whatever, some shit you don't even know nothing about. Your ass be laying in bed at night, knocked out. Motherfuckers be up plotting to have your ass in some shit you don't know nothing about. Like, what? That's crazy. Out of all these bloggers around here, rated R, maybe because, you know, some of the relationships have soured with most of the bloggers around here. Maybe that's the reason. Don't ask me. Because right now, I'm not minding my own business. Well, hey, it's commentary, baby. We get the comment on it. Keep saying that. But it's absolutely all, you know, it's nuts. And Keith came out. If I'm not mistaken, say, yeah, that's, you know, that letter come from R. Kelly, then that's good enough for me. Because what would be the ulterior motive to create a letter or such as that, to just release it on YouTube? For what? For what? Or did he share a letter share a letter with R. Kelly, Big Brother Bruce? Oh, I don't know. But Bruce ain't been back on there. He just got the letter after Bruce done been on there. Bruce hasn't been back on there to, you know, find out about the letter. Oh, you mean is he did it like on a personal end? I don't know. But he did. And another reason why you know it's R. Kelly in my mind, because the beginning of the letter, he said his sister Lisa and Cassandra on his father's side. He was saying on the sides, and then when it got to the brothers, he said on my mother's side, or something like that. So he accepts those people as sisters, and And if he accepts Levi, I think he pretty much accepts Levi's cousins and whoever else or what have you. But when his people was brought in, I told you to sanitize his name, fight for him, this and third, pretty much what he said, spoke about in I Confess, right? And now those people are either no longer needed, or they were doing such a fucked up job they no one needed, all that type of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with having a support group fighting your aunt. Just as long as you need to try to call it a support group instead of the 3-7 bangers and shit like that y'all got going around here. Hey, so I mean, that don't even make no damn sense to me. That don't make no sense. I just looked up at the monitor. Hold on, because y'all be off the chain in here. See what y'all doing. I have to watch out. But yes, I really thought that was just so strange. And of course, right, I didn't hear on that little part that he played, I didn't hear him mention the letter either. But I heard Choke say shout out to Keith. And not saying just because Choke said shout out to Keith or whatever, but someone else was saying that that Keith made mention to that letter was real. Don't quote me on it, but if I'm not mistaken, I heard that, and it could have been over on Randall's channel, but don't quote me on it. So, but I believe that letter or whatever did come through. Either came through Keith, those sisters, somebody like that. Maybe even Sharon, but I don't know. But not Don Russell and shit like that. I don't think. I really don't think so. How could it? But it is so damn crazy right here. So crazy. So goddamn crazy. He's not breaking the law. He's not doing nothing against R. Kelly for goddamn reading some goddamn letters that allegedly comes from R. Kelly. That's all he did. So I don't know what the big hoopla is. I had already dropped the link, y'all. Y'all could start hitting it because, baby, I'm so sleepy. I'm going down with the count. Oh, man. Oh, man. Boy, it be so funny. They, long as that they giving you money and you accepting that shit, they feel like they can do any goddamn thing. Hell, instead of having one wrench, they got two wrenches. They done gave you that money. They got two wrenches on your goddamn channel. Hell, the hell. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. They need to let some of this shit go. He can communicate with anybody he sees fit. That's just what it is. Then you have, let me see who else. Did Sharon Wimbush say anything about the letter? Did Sharon Wimbush say anything about the letter? If anybody could tell me what's good with the cotton candy. I got Kayla early. Could anybody tell me, did Miss Sharon say something about the letter, whether they are fake or are they the real things? Because I don't know if she done fell out with Keith. I don't think so, but I don't know. But I think Keith, and I'm pretty sure Keith and Will probably still is in communication with each other. So I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, Miss Marvette. But yeah, so did anybody? Okay, so she didn't. Okay, so she didn't come out and say the letters was fake or really anything like that. And you have, I kind of look for her and who else been somebody else for validation of the shit that going on out here. Mm-hmm. There's something else happening in these streets. Do y'all know? Y'all can post it in the chat. Y'all know there's something else happening in these YouTube streets. Uh, I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Did Sharon say anything? With regards to the letter being fake or real? And did so I don't know how this has been working, but remember, I think Debo said he was gonna at least think about leaving Sylvia alone or what have you. Does she know he said that? And is she still hitting him with saying stuff? I had to go check. Mm-mm. I didn't know. I didn't listen to all of that. I just listened to the very, very, very beginning of that Simple P video. But see, you got people that really, really dislike Choke for whatever reason. So ain't nothing he gonna do is gonna be good. Especially when they're emerging as some kind of leader of this movement. Mm-hmm. See. It's crazy though, because he was Choke with the best things since sliced bread. When they found out he can't be broke, he can't be bought or sold, or you ain't gonna befriend him just to run his channel and stuff like that. When they found that shit out, they was like, what Dynamite? Yeah, I seen she been getting them all weekend. Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't know if Sharon said something about the letter Choke was reading, whether it was real or fake. Unless something has changed, I would not need to. I'd like to know that if her and Keith are out, not cool anymore. He went in on Sharon. Oh, okay. But let me see what else I had. Who else was cutting the fool? Okay, Dynamite, I'm gonna watch it too. Who else was cutting the fool? I don't know anything else. Somebody else was cutting the fool. Time I end this live, they'll go back to cutting fool. Oh, what Miss Boom Boom said, and you know what? Joe love Miss Boom. Lord have mercy. She was so funny the other night talking about Black Friday and stuff. She was real funny. Well, you just gonna put it to the test. Oh, okay. Well, it dry. You said what you said? Okay. I am halfway sleepy. I'm gonna need y'all to make sure y'all check that community book because I don't know why we're not getting notifications or anything. Child, the thing is broke. Well, thanks again to, let me send that up. So, thanks again to the panelists. Hold on. I keep forgetting to run these things. I'm be trying to get into the rhythm. So, on the way out, make sure you do these things, please. So, you can also do those things. Don't forget about Club Blue. And they're going to give you something similar. So, y'all, I'm about to push on out, honey. Well, y'all, thank y'all for coming on through. It's greatly appreciated. All y'all have been wonderful and nice to me. Thanks again to the host, the hostess, and the guests, and everybody else. Until the next live. Good night.